Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about top money goals for 2021. Now, it's no secret, guys, 2021 is going to be probably a shaky year with so much going on. Topmost things that are on everyone's minds is, the elections. We're going to be getting a new president, and there's a lot of talk about how that's going to potentially impact the stock market, potentially negatively, not only due to elections, but because we've been having a bull market for several years now, and eventually it has to come down. There has to be a market correction. And the other thing is the real estate prices. They've been riding high for quite some time now. Home prices are just soaring because there's not a lot of people selling due to COVID, right? And that is also expected to at some point, come down and come back down to reality. And then, there's probably going to be continuous job layoffs due to COVID as companies are bracing themselves financially to ride this, wave out because of the economy being so hit so hard by COVID, right? So although you can't control these things, what you can control is your choices. You can, to a certain extent, control your situation and your circumstances. Okay, so here are top couple points that you should be concentrating on in terms of money goals for 2021. Okay, first thing is make sure you have an emergency fund for 3 to 6 months. We're living in uncertain times. You've heard this being said, I don't know, probably a million times by now, but make sure that you have an emergency fund 3 to 6 months. You never know. You can potentially be impacted. You can lose your job. You can, God forbid, get sick and not be able to work, so not be able to make money. It's best to have at least 3 to 6 months of emergency fund just in case. You need that cushion. The more, the merrier. Okay. The second thing is, after you have that emergency fund put in place, throw as much money as you can at your debt and try and lessen it, control it, and if possible, get rid of it at all costs, right? So that includes your credit card debt, your student loans, your car loans. Make sure any extra excess money that you have left over at the end of the month, throw at that debt and get that debt under control. Because God forbid, if an emergency comes up, you don't want to be stuck with high amounts of loans. That's not going to be a pretty sight. Okay. Next thing is that most people, due to COVID, they are staying home more than ever, right? Although it must get boring, it must get tiring. One good thing that comes out of it is that besides the fact that you get to spend more time with your family, from a financial perspective, if you're not going out, that means you're not spending money. So as you continue to stay home, you're automatically going to notice that you're going to be saving money. And again, take that money that you're saving out on, that you would have spent on a dinner or a lunch or a coffee or whatever. Take that money, that extra money, and throw it at your debt and try and get that under control and, if possible, eliminated, like I just mentioned. And the other thing is, guys, on the topic of while you're home, due to COVID and you're not able to go anywhere, take advantage of that extra time that you would have spent in your commute to work or your commute to school, and just time that you would have spent outside doing anything else. Now that you're home, pick up a new trait. You can easily go on YouTube, Udemy, Coursera. I mean, there's a ton of places that you can go to learn a new trait that's related to your industry. So, for example, I'm in tech, so I can just easily go on YouTube or Coursera or these other Linux Academy. The list is endless in terms of resources. For just a couple bucks, if not free, you can pick up a new trait to make yourself more valuable at work, and potentially get a higher job offer in the near future. Use those skills at work to benefit your current job, and to be able to make yourself more marketable, either for promotion at your current job or to get another job elsewhere in the near future, right? And any other downtime that you have, you can use that time to make a little bit of extra cash in 2021. So as people are staying home, they're not going out, there's opportunities to do deliveries for Instacart. For example, people don't want to go to the grocery store, so a lot of people are using Instacart to have their groceries delivered to their home. You can pretty much pick up their groceries and deliver. You can do Grubhub. People aren't going to the restaurant, so they're at home. You can pick up their food in Grubhub and drop it off. Nice thing about these opportunities, guys, is that it's flexible. If you have some extra time and you're willing to make a few extra bucks, you can do it. If you don't want to the next day and you're not feeling it, you don't have to. But all those extra dollars definitely will go a long way, especially in these times that we're living in right now. There's a lot of people under a lot of financial stress right now, really hoping for that stimulus check to come out so it can help them. Don't catch yourself blindsided. Make sure you're prepared for the worst. Hopefully, things will be much better in 2021. I'm not trying to sound pessimistic, but at the same time, it is good to make sure that you have an emergency fund. So, God forbid, if something does happen, you're best prepared. And that's the best way to look at it. So if you like this video, if you find it beneficial, please hit the like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. It lets me know that you find this to be helpful, and I'll continue dropping more nuggets in future videos. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.